be enough.
Now that you've seen all of us clap, we're back to rank from some reverse retros again.
I think this is the most excited I've ever been for a podcast.
Wow.
Is that crazy to say?
Wow.
It might be like number one. I'm salivating. Let's go here.
The first time we did this, we were all at our own houses over Zoom doing it, and we were doing it after the jerseys came out. But we had some access to them early.
Early access. That was the most excited I've ever been.
Shout out Adidas Hockey. We actually did also record our first look reactions at some of these, so you will be able to see them for a couple ones.
We're kind of a big deal. Thank you, Adidas. We're just kidding. We're very modest here, BarDown.
Oh yeah,
We are not.
so
We are not a big deal. We're kidding.
Wow.
the most.
We are
humble.
so humble.
Let's get to it. We're starting in alphabetical order, and Z, why don't we actually start with you for the ranking? First up, the Anaheim Mighty Ducks.
The Ducks, who 2 years ago, or I guess 2 seasons ago, I think they had one of the best ones. That was like a pretty constant pick as like one of the best ones. I don't love this one. I think it's like you can't really lose when you use the original Mighty Ducks logo. And out of this and the other orange one that they've already made, this one way better. Because they actually went and they used the proper font, not their current font. I don't hate this jersey or anything like that. I just don't think it's quite as special as the one from the last time out. But either way, they went away from that horrid duckbill logo that they have going on. Sorry, still don't like that one.
Duck Bill.
Well, the D is
It's a foot.
It's a foot.
Whoa. Yikes.
What kind of weird ducks are you looking at?
Yeah.
Ducksworth! I said Ducksworth!
I'm putting this one in a B.
When it showed up on our first reaction, I booed it. I actually kind of like it now. I think it's the best orange jersey they've ever had. I would personally vote it up to A, but I don't know. It doesn't sound.
We got a ways to go.
I'm down to leave it in B.
Then Jess, you're up with the Arizona Coyotes.
Wow.
Some early heat in the desert.
Speaking of orange jerseys, gentlemen, I actually think I like this orange jersey more than the purple. And no, I'm going to stick this Coyotes jersey in an A. I think it's sweet. So this one looks like dawn, right? Like the sun's coming up, and the other one is dusk. So now we just need a really light blue jersey for daytime.
I said day and night.
I thought
not dawn and dusk.
Day and night. Well, I'm saying dawn
Yeah,
and
this
dusk.
is their
From
Kid
dusk to
Cudi
dawn.
jersey.
Day and night. Can I raise a point here?
Yeah.
And I'm curious if you guys are going to affect your ratings at all in this. Are they going to keep using the same template every time they use these? Like, does that bother you at all that they immediately went back to the same thing or
It doesn't
what?
bother me too much. Like, a better jersey is a better jersey, and I think this is
Fair.
a better jersey.
Yeah. And like, even if it is similar to what they did last time, it's still a really
It
nice
looks
jersey.
nice. Definitely agree with you. I think it looks way better even than the purple. And I like the purple.
Coyotes jersey, yeah. So we're all in agreement, A?
Tonight?
Yeah, it's a nice.
All right.
But if you do it again,
Do it in light blue for daytime.
And now we are up with the Boston Bruins, who brought back the Winnie the Pooh jersey. I think this is an A. I like this jersey a lot. I just think, again, I think everybody wanted this logo back. I think it looks great with the white. I like the Bruins kind of patches on the shoulder. That's kind of fun, very unique.
What about the bottom part? Are you into that? Like the design at the
Yeah,
bottom?
yeah.
I'm into it.
I wish more teams did stuff like that, where like, cause like even again, you think of
Super
the Kachina
90s.
that like, yeah, but like in like the Kachina where they have a design like that at the bottom that
Yep.
it's really become iconic with their actual jersey design. Teams should embrace stuff like that more, where instead of not every single team just has like a solid line across it.
It's cool that this is like one of the first third jerseys ever made as well in the NHL, and it was played.
Was it?
Yeah, it's part of the 5 first third jerseys that were made in the 90s. And
Really?
then it was played in the first third jersey game. There's a lot of history to this one, which make it even cooler that they're bringing it back as
this
part
guy
of it.
read the fact sheet.
I read the fact
He read
sheet.
the fact sheet.
In the wide shot, you can see Luca's got these notes here
Oh, yes.
with all the fun facts about these. So he's going to be dropping some knowledge on you throughout this episode.
And I can assure you, none of us read it except for him.
You know what I do like about this too? The orange NHL logo really pops.
Yes,
we
that's
haven't
something
brought that up
we
yet.
have not
Yeah.
mentioned that
I was
yet.
gonna say.
That should just be their logo, period. It looks awesome. The orange,
Great
So
logo.
cool. Such a little detail that enhances these jerseys even more. Sabres?
yeah.
Luca, that's you.
I really like it in those colors. I didn't know if it worked, and now seeing them side by side, I think it works. So I'm going to give it a B.
The colors on that one are just so much better.
For this exercise, some of it just works better as the original.
Yeah.
The black and the red looks way cooler. But I think the big thing It's the black occupying all that space, including the shoulders. It looks a little weird with the white shoulders to me.
It does.
I don't know. It just feels a little unfinished.
It is empty.
You know when you're creating jerseys in like NHL and like because unless you have a photographic memory, you get something wrong and you're just looking at it and you're just kind of
Like, what did I do?
what am I missing? There's like a color blocking. It feels like that on the shoulders to me. This is the knitting club, by the way, because we're gonna be nitpicking all.
Oh,
over the
yeah.
place.
Well, I mean,
that's what this whole thing is.
Why did you click on this video if
Exactly.
you didn't expect
Yeah,
that?
we're like, yeah, it's nice.
I got good news. We're extending arts and crafts time by 4 hours today.
Z, you are up with the Calgary Flames.
I know there's only one of us in this room who doesn't like when Calgary uses black as one of their primary colors or at all in their jerseys, and that person's Corwin. But I love when they lean into it. I think it's great, and how they use it for this one, the one from Iggy's rookie season, it's beautiful.
Did you say Iggy?
Yeah.
Harley?
Harley the Iggy?
Oh, not Harley the Iggy.
Go follow Harley the Iggy. Great account.
This is, to me, one of the best ones. I'm not going to put it as the best, but it's one of the select ones in A. It's like, ooh, it belongs in that A spot. It just works perfectly. Congrats, Calgary. 2 times running reverse retros. You guys have had some sweet ones. You pulled the reverse flyers.
It's so cool when you see the C in white. Like, I just think it just pops so much.
Yeah.
And if you actually look at the details
Yeah, the
on
texture
it,
of it.
the
I was
just
texture
gonna
of
say,
it.
that prime
actually
green
makes-
stuff,
yeah,
man.
It makes it look hot. Like, you touch it like, ow.
That's a spicy meatball!
You can put it in the best, and then we can fight about it later.
No, I got one for that.
Jesse, you are up with the Hurricanes. The Canes.
Make this quick.
Props to the other teams who have gone so far, but Carolina, I'm sticking your asses in a D. I'm not going to say it's the worst because I think looking at the actual jersey, it's like, okay, it's not like insanely ugly, but it's like, come on, like, this is just so boring.
Personally, I think of it more of a C, but I agree it's pretty boring.
Both of their logos are just cooler than Kane's. Sometimes I think it works for teams that have like writing across the chest. It just doesn't really work.
Maybe this is like also a good point to make this clear. This is not like a shot at like the designers per se, because like you have to work with a lot of
What you
like,
have.
Exactly. I'm sure there's a lot of politics where it's just like you're like teams like, nah, I don't want to do that again, or nah, I want to do this or whatever. But
So it's
we're also just
we're-
giving a
we're-
straight opinion
yeah.
on whether or not it ended up being cool. As
And
someone
it's
who doesn't
not
care
it's
about
not a
that
good
stuff.
jersey.
Shy City. Is it me? Yeah, I'd delete this.
Yeah.
It looks like the billboard for a burlesque show.
I gotta rank the Avalanche one, and this one is.
Whoa!
Wow.
I thought you liked.
Okay, maybe this could be our first shot at an initial reaction video, because this is how we initially thought when we saw it.
Nice.
I'm into it.
These are really clean.
I'm into it. It's a C. It's a C.
It's on the jersey.
The jersey design itself is from the one that was worn in their inaugural season. I love the font on that one. Like the number font is amazing. I love it. I think I'd just love to see the Avs jerseys in those Rockies colors instead of just the state flag. And like they've gone all in on the state flag for every alternate jersey that they've done recently. I would have liked to see something different.
This guy was speaking to the camera like he was on trial. He knew the pitchforks were coming out.
It's got to sting when another team basically did the same thing as you, and they did it better.
I am a little surprised you gave it a C. I'm proud of you for doing the C. But I think it drifts between the two, realistically.
I think so,
I'm not
too.
going to argue it out of a C, but I probably would have put it a little higher. But again, hurts when someone did what you were trying, just way better.
The Devils did it better.
Because here at New Jersey, we're better than you. And we know it.
You like the Devils.
I don't like
Hey.
the Devils. Corwin loves the Devils.
Yeah, I love the Devils, and even with a slow start, stop chanting "Fire Lindy Ruff," you losers.
That's a joke.
It's a joke.
Yeah, fire someone else. That's what Corwin's doing.
Yeah,
Lindy Ruff is not responsible.
It's a joke.
it's a joke.
It's a joke.
You know what's also a joke?
What?
This next jersey.
Speaking of
man.
jokes.
I mean, Z.
Take it away, Z.
Wow.
I don't know if we have to spend a lot of time.
Welcome to the Delete This pile. I am pissed about this because I really liked what Columbus had going for them last year. Love what they got going for their actual team, not the start itself, but, you know, with how much people were hyped going into the season. Got to capitalize that with a cool jersey. Bring back the blue jacket, the actual insect. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? Again, maybe it's the team saying they don't want it, so not a shot at the designers here. Maybe you didn't have much to work with for inspiration, but it damn showed on that thing because it's just boring.
I do like when teams put little stars on their sleeves. I'm into that.
Yeah.
And it works for Columbus because of the Ohio reference, right? Like,
Yeah, and their original jerseys had that. But
Whoa! Imagine they should do an Ohio State helmet where they put all those stickers on it.
But I don't think everyone in Ohio likes Ohio State, by the way. Isn't there another team there too?
There's like Miami, Ohio.
Take it back then. I take it back.
Yeah, no, Ohio
There's
State
a
is
city called Miami in Ohio.
Yeah, they have a good hockey team.
Really?
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's where Ben Roethlisberger played football. He was in Miami, Ohio.
Didn't like
That's amazing.
Isn't that where like Brian Burke's kid went to school too?
yeah, and remember they almost won the national championship against Boston College in 2007. Colin Wilson was on that team. Kevin Shanker was on that team. They were losing 3-1 with 1:14 seconds left.
Yeah, I was at the
They
game.
scored 2 goals. Man, it was the most epic comeback
What
ever.
is
I bet
happening?
you didn't think we knew that much.
I didn't know as much as that.
Dude,
but
they blew it.
Rebound held on to. 20 seconds. In the middle. Pass. Score! Unbelievable! Boston University has scored 2 goals in the last minute and has tied this game at 3.
Delete this might be a little harsh. Like I think it's probably more of a D in my mind. Like same because we were afterwards. Think about this one when we were kind of like I think we deleted this, right?
Oh, yeah.
And in
Well, you guys
retrospect, it was like
you asked me about this and I said no.
I just mean that I feel like we may think about this one similarly, where it's like it's not egregious. It's just not like exciting.
All right, next one.
It's my
it's
turn.
you're up,
Jesse,
Jesse.
you're up with the Stars.
I really like that the Stars went to their old logo. Like I think that's great. I'm not like a huge fan of the actual design of the jersey itself, but I like that they went back to this color scheme, way better than what they've been working with recently. And I'm going to stick it in a B. I think that's pretty fair.
I'd like that they took the Dallas out, if that's like a nod to the original Minnesota ones, because they had that design first, and it didn't say Minnesota on the top, and obviously it didn't say Dallas, and it doesn't say it there. Like, I thought it was a cool little tie-in, and I do like that Stars logo quite a
So
bit.
Yeah.
one of the things too that I know we've talked about and mentioned a couple of times with like it looking 3D and some of these logos 3D. I think this is the jersey if you get your hands on it and see it up close, like
Yeah,
it'll
it's gonna
look
look nice.
3D and it'll look really nice and that'll shine.
And like I just want to reiterate that B is a good grade in this.
Yeah,
Yes,
so like
for
I
sure.
we should be happy with that.
Yeah.
And then also I would say if I'm a Stars fan, I'm 100% buying that this
Yes.
year.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Exactly. That's one of the
That's
ones.
an easy buy.
And
Yeah.
your
were
boy Jason Robertson's locked in for a while. Go get that
Yeah.
jersey.
Exactly.
Go get that
Well,
jersey.
considering the like
Jake
literally
Andre.
like the lime green diarrhea they've been releasing lately, like this is way.
I know. I
better.
love
This is a glow up.
Yeah.
Like there's a
I
couple.
love this
There's a
green.
couple of
Yeah,
teams who like the first time out the reverse retros, like they had a tough hand, and this is a big bounce back.
This is my favorite green in hockey by far. I guess my second favorite team is next with Corwin.
Oh yeah, we got Detroit here. Initial reaction was pretty bad to this one.
It's like Chicago.
Are you on Detroit yet?
Chicago was just like, yeah,
Yeah.
you can copy my homework, but just don't make it look too similar.
I personally don't think it's terrible. When I
Not
consider
a
Chicago,
strong start for the crowd that likes it.
oh, you like it.
If it's not me ranking
Like,
it, but
you're-
if I were ranking it, I'd give it like a solid C. But
Like in grade
continue.
3, you told your friend you like this thing.
I like it.
But I'll give it a C.
Oh, okay. Then we're equals on that.
I would push this one down to a D. I don't like it at all. I don't think it's very different than the Chicago jersey.
Those were cool jerseys that they had, those initial ones. And the black pops nice with that red.
This is the first time ever Detroit has integrated black into their uniform, and it's a combination of honoring their 1991 NHL 75th anniversary jersey. Crest features the Detroit, which was inspired by the 1920s Detroit Cougars. So
Yeah.
lot of history there.
To me, it's between like it's like a high C. I can't really say it's a B, but like I like it. I
think
definitely
it's
wouldn't
a
want to
D.
vote it down. I think it's cool. There's just not much you can do with the Red Wings, you know?
I know you were saying D, maybe. I still think it's a C.
Listen, you get a nice Andrew Kopp version of that thing. It's looking nice with a hoodie
Oh,
under it.
nice pandering. Nice pandering. He's going to love that.
You getting one?
No, I'm not, because I think it's a D, but we'll move on.
Oh, Luca gets a good one because he is up with the Edmonton Oilers.
There are a bunch of good ones coming up.
There are ranging takes on this one, by the way.
It's between a B or an A for me, and I'm initially going to rank it in a B because I like the original better. Looking at it again, don't really like the orange drop in
Attaboy.
the gear.
I feel you, man.
Attaboy. You think you did the right thing?
I agree. I'm not gonna say like it's very cool that they brought it back, but you can't say this jersey is like way nicer than some of the other jerseys that came.
No,
It's not nicer than the original as well, which feels unfair to some degree, but like not really, because that's the whole point of the exercise. It's cool that you got an opportunity now to own this, especially with the Adidas stuff looking nice.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look better than
Texture of that thing is gonna look sick.
It's gonna look incredible.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna be upset about buying a McDavid in that jersey, but yeah, the OG is better. So B.
I know you said there were some wavering opinions on this, so I guess that's me. I love it. I think this is better than the original. I love these colors in it.
There's a lot of people who are going to consider this an A. Like, they think it's a fact, and that's fine.
And I think they're right.
Z.
You're up with the Florida Panthers.
One of the craziest.
Out of all, like, the jerseys we had crazy reactions to, this was definitely one of them where we were all like, whoa.
I'm into it.
I love it.
So they used the patch, right?
I love it.
Shoulder patch, love everything else.
Way to go. You went for it. And you know why, by the way? I literally just thought of it. You know what it really reminds me of, and I mean this in the best way? The Minnesota Waves jersey from the Ducks movie.
That's a great call.
Yeah.
It really reminds me of that.
Yeah.
They just took their alternate logo, put it on the front. I know there's someone here who's going to say they don't love that. You don't worry, he's coming up. But I think it works really well. So well to the point where, unfortunately, they had to then use crap patches on the side because I don't like that. That's the one knock I have against it. But other than that, I think it looks super cool. We'll love to see what that looks like with a full uniform. It's a solid A. Great win for the Panthers and your fans.
Let's go, Z. I love it. Put it in A.
I really like how Florida went for it here. Using that second logo, very cool.
He's about to take it down.
No. I'll leave it an A. My one beef with this is why did they go with the navy colors at the bottom? They should have just kept it light blue. It would have looked way better. What is it supposed to match? Like the palm tree leaves? Like
Yeah.
it just doesn't fit, in my opinion.
I actually like that, personally.
The one thing I will say is I like that it looks like the sky. But something that's been exclusively a shoulder patch, I'm not that into it as like a main logo. It just looks...
You don't like Casper the Ghost being on it? Well, who's holding that stick?
Nice.
Think about it.
That was a good one, Steve.
It is just defying gravity.
How's that palm tree stand up?
Yeah. It's just floating in the air.
Yep, listen.
Diagonal palm tree.
I
In the
disagree.
abyss.
Yeah, I disagree with Corin, so misdirect.
Nice. The logo's not great, but overall, I do like the jersey a lot. I would have put it in a B. So, like, it's not like I would have been way harsher on it, but yeah, I'm just not that into that logo. Jesse, you're up with the Kings?
You look at the Kings and it's like, okay, like we've seen this before, this, that, but it doesn't take away from the fact that this is just it's a beautiful jersey. So I'm gonna stick it in A.
Ooh.
Are you saying ooh because you're going higher or lower?
No, lower.
And why lower to you?
Exactly what he said. It's not like it just doesn't feel that new. It's like a nice jersey, and like I've said before, part of the reason I'm okay with like the stars being in that thing is I've never liked that style where they go
Down the sleeves?
just the colors on the shoulders all the way down the arms.
So I actually agree with you with like not being that crazy about it. The Lakers color, it's gonna sell, it'll do well, and it's like a nice jersey overall. But as you said, like it's nothing really new. Would have been cool to see that like pattern used with their current colors, personally. Or again, Burger King.
It's funny because like I look at the jerseys in B, and I would probably take all those over this.
No.
Really? I disagree.
I'd bump it to like a high B.
Same. Yeah, I would too. But
I'm keeping it in
I'm keeping it in A. Thank you.
It's still very nice.
you're always agreeing with Jesse.
You know what? There has actually been a bit of shift lately. We are the champions, my friends. And we'll keep on fighting to the end.
Okay, so it's me up with Minnesota. I can be pretty quick with this one because it's pretty much the exact opposite of the last one they did. But I'm going to be more kind to it because I think in our last one we were pretty rude to the jersey.
Someone said the Subway Cup thing, and
it
from
just got in
there
our head.
you were just like rocked. I desperately tried to buy one afterwards and couldn't find one. I was down bad.
Yeah.
I was looking to ship something from
Who
like
are you going to get on it?
I was gonna get Kaprizov.
Oh, that's right. That's sick.
I was gonna ship the jersey from eBay and get the lettering done from someone else. The entire cost would have been like $500. There was like some small ass store in Minnesota that happened to have one left. Didn't happen though because I came to my senses.
Yeah, didn't pull the trigger. But so I would say we put that in a C. If I was changing it, I would have put it in an A. And if we did it again,
Yeah.
And so this one I think is actually a little bit worse than that one. I like the white one better. But so I'll put this in B.
Almost put it in C.
Good thing you're not ranking it, pal.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's a B.
I know I won't have the votes. I'm just like, you did the same thing. You did the same thing, but just green as the primary.
Yeah, like it's a little upsetting that they didn't
It's
do something
upsetting.
a little
It's
bit new.
so upsetting.
Because I know what I really love that I hope they somehow find a way to incorporate in the future. It's the lettering from their first year with like the fuzziness. We've talked about it in the past. Would love that. Think it would have been cool on this, even though the other font that they had from last year is also really cool and complements it well. That fur, at least it's something new.
The original Wild jerseys,
I like 'em.
So sick.
Yep.
Yeah, Marion Gaborik. Wow.
Oh yeah.
I don't hate it in C, but I feel like maybe because of last time and that it aged so well, that I feel like maybe I'll feel the same way about this one, so I'm leaving it in B.
That's fair. I won't get the votes. So
It's definitely, I would say it's bottom of B. Okay, Montreal is Luca.
yeah, I got Montreal. This is an interesting one. I'm gonna go with a C. I like the light blue. It doesn't totally do it for me. It's the first time they're wearing it in the team's history. This jersey honors the 1979 Cup team. There's nothing really spectacular about it. The blue is nice, but it's a jersey I probably wouldn't buy if I'm a Habs fan. I like the other colors better that they wear.
Looks like an Expos jersey. I mean, is that the vibe of it? Like it's their city colors, right?
It is their city colors.
I read the pamphlet.
I'm not gonna lie. I would move this down to a D.
I
think this is flat out.
Really?
I think this is flat out an ugly jersey, and it looks so much worse.
I don't think
than
it's
the originals.
ugly.
No, it's not
What's
uglier than
special
what he's
about it?
wearing.
It's just their jersey in like an ugly blue.
I don't think it's an ugly blue.
it's a nice
I
blue.
like
Why
it
is it
on the
ugly
blue.
I like it. I like they love their Expos colors, and now they get an Expos like Habs jersey. You're laughing. For the rest of us who don't have to wear it, it's kind of okay.
It just looks cheap.
Nashville.
This is like I'm going off of my own opinion here. I'm going away from like what I think you guys are probably going to correct it to because I feel like it needs to be said.
I'm just gonna say that's what you should always be doing.
Don't
But-
pander to anyone.
It's not pandering. It's just sometimes, you'll get the votes and sometimes you won't. I don't care that I'm not going to get the votes here. I think this is a C, heavily. I think some jerseys that were crap when they first came out, like this, I know it's their first alternate with the mustard, and it was just like mustard. It looks so muted on the ice. Doesn't look very nice. The cat looks exhausted. Just like a worse version of their logo. It's cool because it's something different. That's literally all that makes it cool. I'm saying D.
I don't mind that it's in a D. You're right. The mustard part of it is the best part of it.
Yeah, the mustard part is the cool thing.
It's the funniest thing.
Yeah, it just kind of looks like a new, like weird version of it.
It's like, hey,
Which is the case with a lot of these jerseys.
Reverse retro.
Yeah.
it's like, hey guys, we made our logo worse.
Exactly. Yeah,
oh, awesome.
exactly.
Okay. You guys are like so obsessed with this jersey.
No, don't do this.
The Devils. I like Colorado's jersey more than this, if I'm being honest with you. My issue with this jersey is that they didn't incorporate any yellow around the logo in the middle, and it just doesn't. It would have really brought the whole jersey together. I'm gonna stick it in a B. Where's the yellow in the middle? That would have just brought it all together so well, and they didn't do it.
So this is the Devils copying the Rockies' homework, technically speaking, because the original logo was from Colorado, even though it's their franchise's history, correct?
Celebrates the 40th anniversary of the Rockies.
I do like the design way more than you. I actually think it works. What'd you say? A D?
B.
Oh, B?
I think it's a lock.
I think
for
it's an A, yeah.
Like honestly, if somebody threw it in the best, I have a different one in mind for the best, but if somebody threw it in the best, I'd be like, it can absolutely stay there for now.
Let's leave it at B for now. We can revisit this later.
New York Islanders are up next with me, which, by the way, guys, Islanders fans out there, I like your team this year. I'm into them. I like watching them. So we're long past the years of me hating on Andersley, and I'm not going to hate on this jersey either. I do think it could have been slightly better if they embraced the teal a bit more, but I'm still very into it. I'm putting it at A.
I've
Deserves
never
to
liked the Fisherman jersey, and I never will, and I wish there was more turquoise, but it is a cool retro.
I think they brought it back because we petitioned it. We've always been saying
Yeah,
bring the
only
Fisherman
us.
back, and they finally did.
They
so.
should have incorporated more of the light blue, though, in the colorway.
Oh,
Yeah,
100%.
More
It looks
teal would
bad.
have been
That was a
nice,
bit of a miss.
especially at the bottom. That's where it's missing.
Is the original font in too?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I just think it's a nice jersey. It's an A. I don't really have much to say
Yeah.
about it. Good on you guys for finally bringing it back.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And Luca, you're up with the Rangers.
the Rangers hate, but we're not going to hate them. That's an A. It's an A. I love that they decided to use their current colorway for this version of the Lady Liberty jersey. It looks so good with the red, and the font is kind of 3D sticking out on the NYR. It's a really nice jersey.
What did they do different like last time out? Because when you think of like the original Lady Liberty was the same navy, they just kind of changed some of the patterning, right?
Yeah.
And made it look a bit worse than the original, but we all still liked it. This actually just feels like they did the right thing now.
Yeah,
you know,
it
like
feels like they
they
fixed
did something
their
else.
mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this is cool, like cooler because it's actually different than the original. It looks good still.
I know we don't get to fully see the numbers, but we do on this one, and I love the numbers and the font that they use on this Rangers jersey. It's really nice.
Oh, I'm up with Ottawa. I think that I've never liked this alternate jersey that the Senators had. I just don't like it. So when they took the elements from it, which again, it's like the bad parts, the font, crap.
You don't like the font?
Don't
No,
like
I
it
don't.
at all.
I hate the font.
Yeah,
The
and,
font is
and then
so
like
bad.
whatever kind of patterning on the bottom is just like
Oh, it's so bad.
it's tough. I think that last time out they had something cool going where they went back to like the flat center, but the problem was they had just gone back to the original designs anyways, so it wasn't that exciting per se. This one I just don't like the mishmash of them. I just not into it.
I actually like the font and I like the logo, but together it just doesn't really look like it works.
It's literally a clash of eras. It's the 1997 original third and then the 2006 logo. It's just it's too much happening.
It's a D for me. It's a D.
I'd probably put it as a B, but I know.
I think C is a fair compromise.
I don't.
so, too.
No.
You don't have the votes.
Jesse up with the
Flyers.
Flyers.
But make this one the quickest one.
You know what, guys? Everyone's hating this jersey. More I look at it, I actually think it's not a bad jersey.
Whoa! Whoa! What an endorsement.
Oh my god, this jersey sucks.
It's
I
okay.
actually don't think it sucks. First
It's
of all,
whatever.
I love the Flyers logo. I
It's
always
like-
have.
Yes, I agree with
I'm
you
a
there.
massive fan of it.
Love
And,
it
like,
too.
I look at it, I'm like, last year their jerseys were garbage, the reverse retro, or 2 years ago the reverse retros were terrible. This is like, they didn't shake it up too much. It kind of reminds me of their jerseys from like the late 90s, early 2000s. I like this jersey. I'm sticking it in B.
What's nice?
B!
Yeah.
That is way too
This
high.
is the same as the Devils jersey.
No, that's
Well,
that's
it's a low B.
It's a low C.
Oh my god, it's
a
a
low
D.
C.
You know what?
Oh, can we all put? I'll vote
C.
C.
I'll vote C if
Okay,
we're.
fine,
I'd vote
fine.
D if you guys
No.
are into that.
I'll compromise
No.
it to C, but I don't think this. I think this jersey is gonna look good at full uniform.
I think it's okay.
The
think it's a
Senators
nice
jersey
jersey.
is not worse.
Like, I look at this
Yeah,
jersey,
yeah.
I look at this jersey, I'm like, I'd like rock this out in public.
It's just kind of boring. That's it. That's all I
fine.
think. I don't think it's horrible. It's
I just think it should
So
be
let's
a
keep
D
it-
from that merit then.
We're gonna see the Flyers wearing these jerseys and be like, oh, those are actually pretty nice.
I am
Listen,
not
listen,
watching
listen.
Flyers hockey this
I'm
year.
gonna see.
so-
You're 3-0.
Yeah,
Oh
good
my
for them.
They're gonna be 3-79 at the end of this
Not
year.
under, not under torts.
Honestly,
They'll be exhausted under it.
They've used
and
all
in
their
the
energy
playoffs.
in their first 3 wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
honestly, I'm gonna see the Flyers wearing this jersey this year, and I'm gonna go.
Is that different?
Like, I'm
They
not
haven't
even
worn
react
this
because-
already?
Exactly. Like I'm just gonna be like, oh, that's the Flyers jersey.
Reverse retro night will come and go, and you will forget that they wore those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Robo Penguin. Yeah, it's an A.
Easy. A.
Easy A. Don't really. Who doesn't love this jersey? I think with this design, you have the potential to get the best, and I don't think they like absolutely hit a home run with it. But it's already such a great design that like put it in A.
One of the big differences,
The
No-
logo's so big.
The pattern.
the logo's big. There's no V-shaped shoulder design.
Yeah.
Easy. Easy A.
This
Only
is one of the
three
most
bullet points.
interesting.
Okay,
Who's got it?
Luca with the
Do the right thing.
Oakland Sharks.
Do the right thing.
Do you want to see our initial reaction?
Whoa!
California Golden Seals.
That is, I like that. That's history.
This is a controversial one. I love the colors. California Golden Seal colors were cool, but they basically just had the same jersey. Instead of seals, it says Sharks, and there's no logo, so it's a C. It's nice to see it back, but I don't really like it that much.
This is such an epic jersey. It's the coolest colors. I hope they wear the white skates. How
I was
cool
gonna
would
say,
that be?
Yeah, the white skate.
I was gonna say,
Game
I
changer.
think you're more high on it as a full uniform set. I don't think it's really nice, just the jersey itself.
But I agree with you. I love the colors. I just think this writing of Sharks, it was bad when the Seals had it, and it's bad
What
now
was
that
so
it says the
bad about
Sharks.
it? What is so bad about
I
this
don't,
font?
I don't think it's like.
I think this is a very cool
it's a
font.
cool font, but it's like
Compared
it's,
to Canes, like that's a brutal fonts. Detroit and Chicago's fonts, like, what are so special?
Okay,
about
so
those?
First of all, Chicago's in delete this.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
get it out of here.
And Detroit is in the same category as this.
And it's ahead of the Canes.
Yeah.
It looks like some old diner made merch. like they've had this like
it
writing
does.
on their sign for 80 years. Everybody loves their food, even though it's a little dirty.
It's not great.
Sharks fans, you're being done dirty here. This should be B, in my opinion. It's just so cool. It's just it's
Oh my
classic.
god, you
iconic
made
design.
that much commotion about it going to C?
Well, I knew if I said A, you guys would be like, "Oh,
Z, you were up with the Kraken, who didn't have much to work with, but
Of course, they're brand new. I like it. I wish that, and I know we said this when we reacted to this.
It would have been cool if they used the anchor.
And I was thinking, like, I was hoping for an alternate logo there.
The anchor.
Yeah.
They already have 2 jerseys because they only have 2 jerseys that have that S. I think it's okay and it's pretty decent. I think people from Seattle will like it, but it's a high C to me.
I actually think that they dropped the ball big time by not using the anchor. And I look at this jersey, I'm like, It would have been cool
imagine
if
they
That
just
would have
did
been
the troll doll as
hilarious.
their logo.
Oh, that would have
You,
been.
you talk about
That'd be an
Supersonics
A.
colors. What if they did
an A.
Seahawks colors? They did like the neon green. Like I feel like they should have
That'd
a
be kinda
jersey
cool,
like
too.
that.
That'd be
cool.
That's like such a part of big.
Just
big
seems
part
like a
of
missed
Seattle's identity.
opportunity overall, I think
maybe
is what we're
to
saying.
try something out there.
Okay, so Jess, you are up with the St. Louis Blues.
I'm gonna stick the Blues in A, because I just think that they really went for something cool, an old school look, and I really like the yellow. Actually, is the primary color. I think it's just like something we haven't seen too often from the Blues. I like the font, and I like the pattern at the bottom of the jersey too.
I genuinely think, as a franchise, the Blues, their entire history of jerseys, probably legitimately deserves to be top 5 now.
Yeah.
Of all teams of all time.
The cool thing about this one, it's the inaugural jersey that was presented in 1966 and based on the very first Blues jersey, which was a prototype worn by new ownership. So this one is like kind of brand new.
Oh, that's sick.
really
So they
cool.
went deep into the files
Yeah,
for that. Like that
yeah.
that design has existed at some point. That's cool as hell.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you want out of this exercise, I think, right? Like find stuff like that.
I do think it's kind of ugly, but I like ugly things, you know? And like I'm kind of into it.
And I think that like you talk about fans wanting to buy a jersey, like this
That's
is
gonna
fans
sell
should
well.
buy these.
And I think honestly, if you look now, and I'm actually proud of this because if you look at our list, it's really we're promoting creativity and like because when you start to look lower and lower, it's really that they're just boring jerseys.
Yeah.
Like the lower you go, they went for it, and I love that.
It's a go for it exercise with the reverse retros.
Yeah.
It's a chance to like break out of what they already have. And it's like it's hard with the Blues to keep improving, but like that's still cool.
Well, one of the ways to do it, though, first time wearing gold as a primary color on a jersey. It's just like
Yeah.
a little detail like that is like that enhances your repertoire. And
Didn't do much for
cabinet of jerseys.
the Red Wings though, with the first time wearing black.
No, that didn't have the same effect.
I think I am up with the Tampa Bay Lightning, and
yeah. It's ugly, but cool.
yeah, absolutely ugly, but very cool, very unique. If I was buying a Tampa Bay Lightning jersey this year, this would be the jersey, 100%. It's plus it's so cool. They they basically make the whole jersey like an environment for the logo to live in.
Yeah.
Like it's like they
And the
built like a
font's
little
cool.
like a little aquarium and then
Yeah.
like put their little pet right on the front there because that's where Lightning lives.
Font is so cool. Looks like a motocross jersey.
Yeah,
It does.
It does. Yeah,
It really does. That's
I love
such a
it.
cool way to describe it. Like when you say it like that, you've got the lightning there, you've got the rain coming down, you've got
Yeah.
the sea and the waves at the bottom, and then
it's
It's
like
literally,
Tampa Bay Lightning.
it's literally like the first week that the Earth was created. Like the 7 days, it's like all in this.
Yeah.
And honestly, if it wasn't for another jersey that's left, I'd stick it as the best, personally.
I just think it's an A. Does anybody disagree?
Not at all.
Luca, you are up with the Toronto Maple Leafs.
stick this Leafs jersey in D. It is not very good.
not a
You
D.
can't put this below C. It's still a fine
Why?
jersey.
It's okay. I don't like the collar on this jersey. I think the rest of it's kind of okay. It's not the most interesting jersey in the world, and that's why I'm like, it definitely doesn't belong above a C.
We already talked about this, and you made the point of like looking at this list and looking at the creativity of it and how it goes from the top to the bottom. And it's like, what is creative about that jersey? There's nothing.
The Leafs may never be above a C because of that and how we like to really look at a jersey.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
So I look at that whole C category, and I can't believe we're ranking this Leafs jersey below that.
I think it's a C.
I can absolutely believe it, and I vote to keep it in D.
Z, you're up with the Canucks.
This is one of the ones that got leaked a lot earlier than the other ones, so we've seen this for a little while. And it sucks when some stuff gets leaked. And I know designers definitely say, as you heard it, where it's like, because you don't get the right photos of it. People start judging it before they've really seen it.
You lose a bit of the hype.
Exactly, and it's proper light. And the second we saw these promotional photos that were sent to us legally from Adidas, I really loved it. I think it's an easy A over there.
I'm really disappointed. I thought this is going to be unanimous. I think this is absolutely, without a doubt, the best jersey in this whole group.
There's one
I know
more.
where Jesse's going, and I know where Z's going to go.
Yeah.
No!
Yeah.
Okay, I'm jumping ahead a little bit. Okay,
No, don't jump ahead.
This is the creative one. I don't understand. Like they haven't done this. The Capitals basically did that exact same Capitals jersey.
Stop bringing it up.
Yeah.
Me and Luca believe that this Canucks jersey is the best of the group. Z and Jesse believe the Capitals jersey is the best.
We
of the
gotta
group.
wait to get to the
We
Capitals.
might as well
about it right now.
might as well do the Capitals one now.
I'm putting them both in the best right now, and then we'll talk about it. So then Vegas.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I think this jersey sucks, and it's just
Thank you
just
for not
give
lying.
me another reason to not like the Vegas Golden Knights. I don't think there's anything really redeeming about them. They kind of remind me of the Hurricanes, and I'm gonna stick it in a D.
There's a pretty cool detail, actually, which I just...
Sway us, young man.
No, this is cool.
Just give it to us.
So,
baby.
I mean, I don't think it'll make sense in any scenario on the ice because it'll be weird, but seen in the dark and under black light, the creative encore of this jersey showcases hidden glow-in-the-dark stars incorporated in the crest.
Whatever. I just want to get to the main.
It's not gonna be
story.
much of a fuss here.
I think
don't
C. Yeah. Right.
C's fine.
C's fine.
Okay.
I
So
get to
Luca
rank
with the
Jets.
Jets.
It's a C. I don't know
Really?
if there's a lot more to it than it's a C. I've grown on it a little bit. I think there's a little too much white at the top and everywhere. I would have loved to see some red in this.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's
Definitely.
missing. And I think that
Definitely.
if there was some red and some different colors, like they have just gone in this direction for every alternate jersey in the past where it's gray and it's different shades of blue and like give us some damn red. That's what makes it so nice in the first place.
Look, I gotta be honest though. Even though there's no red, I like the design of this jersey, and the logo is very cool. Do I particularly love like the aviation blue that we use like for the last jersey? Not really, but like at the same time, the actual design of this jersey, it's pretty nice. Like as a Jets fan, I'm like, I would buy this. I want to buy this. This is like a nice jersey. I think C's too low. I'd stick it like, and the orange logo looks kind of cool, and this one really pops out. I would stick it in B.
I put it in B.
I think this is actually a pretty clean jersey, and I like that Jets used white for this one.
And it's on
Yeah.
the lower end of the B, but I really
fine.
do love that jersey.
that is
like
fine.
the that style of the jersey.
I just need the red. Like for
it
me,
needs the
I
red.
just have a hard time looking at it and I'm like, you've done this for years now. Like give us something different.
The actual design, though, good job.
We are on to our final matchup of the day.
This is the main event.
The Capitals, great jersey. Will not deny that.
Excellent jersey.
It's a great jersey. I would absolutely put it in an A. If I was a Washington Capitals fan, I would absolutely be buying this jersey this year. At the same time, the Vancouver Canucks jersey is so much better. It's just, I think it's by far the best on this list. It has a great colorway, very interesting, and then add in the fact that there's a little numbers on the side here.
The thing with this jersey too, and it's not like all random where it's like they decided that's where they're going to put the number. It's inspired by the Canucks 1962 uniform of the former Western Hockey League, where they had the numbers in that specific spot, and you get Johnny Canuck getting a big upgrade and looking incredible. Like the colors are so nice too.
Would I say it's more creative?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's I can take that.
Creativity, yes. I think the Canucks did a lights out job, and they deserve a ton of respect. And honestly, had I not seen it leaked earlier, maybe it would have changed my opinion.
Yeah.
I just know that Capitals jersey, even though all they did was turn it black, they should have came out with a jersey that was that for that edition with the Screaming Eagle. There should have been a black jersey available. There wasn't. Out of all the jerseys, this is the nicest looking jersey.
I got a bit of a confession to make here. I don't know if any of the jerseys really stand above it. I know that's so boring. I really love the Canucks one. It doesn't really feel better than a bunch of these other designs because I think they have made a bunch of great ones across the board. And I get how boring it is to not have one thing be the top. I just love that top row. Like, they all just look awesome. And I just don't... think that belongs as the top one. I just don't think it's the best one.
I think the Capitals.
You actually think it's the Capitals?
I passionately think that the Capitals has the nicest jersey. I really like the Canucks jersey too, though. I just think that this Capitals jersey, it's like I love the Capitol building jersey so much as a kid. I love the Screaming Eagle jersey so much as a kid, and then mixing them together, the Screaming Eagle looks so good on a black jersey. You know what, though, Z? At the same time, like, this is a cool logo.
Yeah.
You got this dude like wearing this toque with these like cool
And
old hockey gloves.
Old
Old
look
hockey.
like they have like a raised texture.
Yeah, they do, and the pants are really cool.
You know what? Let's just reward creativity and put it up there. I'm still of the feeling, like, again, I think it's just, there really is just a bunch of A's in there, but we will reward creativity.
I still stand by the fact that I still think Washington has the nicest jersey.
Love that one too, though.
But you know what? If you guys want to go with Vancouver's the best, I'm not going to make too much of a fuss over it.
Maybe the best decision of all of this is to throw that vintage NHL logo in as the logo for the thing. Like,
it really added to a lot of the jerseys.
Yeah.
I nominate the Flyers to go down to
No, come on.
Well, let's see if they
Come
have the votes.
on. No. Thank you, Z.
How dare
Thank you.
Leafs.
I would. I just know you guys aren't going to. Like, so I won't even bother. Like, I would move.
No,
Leafs
if
on up
honestly,
to C, but I've said that. I know. You
I'll
won't.
vote for that.
I don't feel
would
passionate
be
about
fine
it.
taking it in C.
The only
D just feels harsh.
it feels harsh if you're gonna keep the Flyers in C because again, if we're not rewarding creativity, that's the only
But
reason.
the
I have
Flyers
Leafs
jersey
down
is
there.
actually nicer than the Leafs jersey. It's not
I don't-
all about
I don't
creativity.
think
It's about
that's
how
true.
the jersey looks.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah,
I think
I
the Leafs
disagree.
jersey is nicer than the Flyers
no,
overall.
The Flyers live rent free in Luca's head.
Yeah.
He'll be giving them a call during this.
Buddy,
Yeah.
the Flyers
And the
Flyers
Leafs
suck.
live rent free in his head. I'm either going to nominate to move the Senators up because I feel as though if we're being too harsh on the Leafs, I feel like we're being too harsh on the Senators. Or I'm going to nominate to put the Habs down because I think that jersey is just actually ugly.
I hate the Senators.
I would
font.
do both of those, honestly.
Yeah, I would swap them.
I'd vote against both of
Yeah,
those.
like I like the Habs color combo.
I don't understand why the Leafs is getting all this love for C and like the Senators is just being stuck.
I hate the design.
I
It's
hate the
different.
design, yeah.
I don't think it's like it was boring. And it's like, to me, like, as you said, it clashes. It's two eras coming together that just don't really feel like they work. It's like a kind of an ugly shirt.
Do you have any nominations you want to
Not
make?
really. Like, I'm kind of fine where everything is.
Wow, that was fun.
I think, and surprisingly peaceful at the end.
And just the same as when we did this the first time, more than half of the league's jerseys are in the upper half in B, A, and the best, which is pretty cool.
They did a
it
great
ju-
job.
It just goes to prove that the 2020s is the greatest era for jerseys.
Vindication.